The world's energy map is being redrawn, with China at the center of a seismic shift. Beijing has publicly halted American crude oil imports, ending a trade of over 160,000 barrels per day. This isn't just a change in suppliers, it's a strategic realignment of global power and alliances. China is now turning to Russia and Iran, both under Western sanctions, for discounted oil. This move strengthens China's economy and forges a new energy axis, challenging the US-led order. The implications reach far beyond oil, reshaping international diplomacy and economic systems. China's foreign ministry declared it would secure energy on its own terms, rejecting US pressure. This is a direct response to Washington's demands to cut energy ties with Moscow and Tehran. The new energy landscape is emerging rapidly, with China, Russia, and Iran forming a powerful bloc. The US-China energy relationship once symbolized global interdependence. American shale oil fueled China's growth, creating jobs and binding the two economies. Now China's imports of US oil have dropped to nearly zero, ending an era. This shift is driven by geopolitics, not just markets, as the US pressures nations to isolate Russia and Iran. China's refusal to comply has led to a self-imposed embargo favoring new alliances. US exporters scramble for new markets, facing economic pain and uncertainty. The loss of China as a customer is a blow to American producers and a sign of shifting power. China is willing to absorb tariffs to protect its energy independence and strategic partnerships. The era of prioritizing US economic ties is over. China now values its alliances with Russia and Iran more. For Russia and Iran, China's pivot is a vital economic lifeline. Sanctioned and isolated, both nations now rely on China as a major buyer. Russian oil exports to China have surged, funding Moscow's war effort and stabilizing its economy. Iran, too, sends up to 90% of its oil exports to China, bypassing US sanctions. This trade cements a strategic alliance, united in opposition to US dominance. High-level meetings and increased cooperation signal a new international order. China also supplies technology and components to Russia, deepening their partnership. Discounted oil is the currency buying strategic depth and technological support. This emerging axis could define global politics for decades. The US faces a dilemma, as its economic pressure campaign is openly defied by China. Washington's demands to halt Chinese purchases of Russian and Iranian oil have backfired, pushing these nations closer. Traditional US tools, sanctions and tariffs, are proving less effective against China's scale and resolve. Congress considers massive tariffs, but a trade war with China could devastate the global economy. India has shown some compliance, but China's defiance highlights a major crack in US strategy. The US must now reconsider its approach, as its actions have accelerated the formation of a rival bloc. The loss of the Chinese oil market is significant, but the geopolitical consequences are greater. America stands at a crossroads: escalate the conflict or adapt to new global realities. We are witnessing the dawn of a fragmented global energy order. The era of a unified oil market is ending, replaced by competing geopolitical blocs. China's pivot to Russia and Iran signals that energy security is now inseparable from national strategy. The US could escalate with tariffs, risking a global trade war, or seek pragmatic de-escalation. A third path is prolonged tension, with volatile prices and shifting alliances. Energy is now permanently politicized, with disruption a constant risk. China's move is a declaration of independence from Western influence. The certainties of the past are gone. Nations must adapt to a new, competitive landscape. The great game for energy has entered a new era, and the rules have changed.